Ryan Coogler's new film Sinners is incredible. I assume you've heard by now that this film is great, and if you haven't gone around to watching it yet, then I don't know what the fuck you're doing. You need to go watch this immediately. Or maybe after you watch my video. Sinners is about twin brothers Smoke and Shaq, both played by Michael B. Jordan. After coming back to Mississippi from working in Chicago under Al Capone, they are setting up a blues joint for its grand opening. Their grand opening is interrupted by a couple of vampires. This film has been compared to From Dusk Till Dawn, which for the record is a movie I really love, but personally I think the connection between them ends with the fact that there's vampires in a bar in the second half. The story and action outside of what they're doing are completely different. There isn't really a lot to the story on it at first glance. Half of the movie is just opening a bar, then it gets attacked by vampires for the second half. Sounds pretty simple, and it is. The film is very allegorical and focuses on how it makes you feel rather than there being a big, crazy, complicated story. The acting in this movie is great. Michael B. Jordan is so convincing at being different people that you don't even think about it as you watch the movie. They are so clearly two different people in your view. Haley Steinfeld is great in the movie as well. Honestly, everyone was so good that I'm just going to list everyone who is great right now. Ji-Lun Lee, Delroy Lindo, Wunmi Mosaka, and Tanaj Jackson. I also want to specifically shout out two amazing performances. Jack O'Connell as Remick, the villain of the movie. He was actually really creepy and was a great villain. For a lot more to him the more you think about him. And of course, Miles Caton playing Sammy, who might actually be the main character of the story. This is his debut performance, and he couldn't have been better. He is so good in this movie. He even learned how to play the guitar. Unbelievable performance by him. Look out for him in the future. Ryan Coogler's directing was fantastic, especially in one very unique scene I'll touch on later, which is something that I've never seen before in any movie. Very impressive directing. I'm glad he's able to have this creative control over directing since it wasn't being made by Marvel. The cinematography was amazing. In this movie, there's some beautiful shots and some long takes. Unfortunately, I couldn't see the movie in IMAX because of the Minecraft movie, but it was still able to blow me away. I think Coogler's directing is really able to shine in scenes featuring music, but as well in the action moments in the film's climax. It's also chaotic, and his directing really captures their situation. The action is done very well. Obviously, it is a horror movie, and the build-up everything is done masterfully by Coogler. None of the scares feel cheap or like they're trying too hard. It feels very natural to the movie. It's not extremely scary, but it's very well done with the scares. Speaking of horror, let's talk about the vampires. I loved how they treated the vampires in this movie. They were actually quite scary. They weren't just pushovers or comical at all. I loved the fact that they followed the rules, specifically with not being able to come in unless invited. It creates a larger sense of tension and conflict. The way characters would change once they're vampires is really interesting. A lot of movies these days rely on humor, and thankfully this movie doesn't have that at all. It has some small amounts of humor. It doesn't overwhelm you with it, so it keeps the tension going. Another thing worth mentioning is that this movie is incredibly horny. The vampires aren't sexualized like a lot of popular vampire stories. The horniness actually comes from the human characters who talk so much about oral sex, which probably represents something, but I'm not completely sure what that is. Now I talk about what was without a doubt the best part of the movie. This movie's music is incredible. This score is an all-timer. Ludwig Göransson, the composer, you might know him from his work on New Girl, or maybe his Oscar-winning scores from Oppenheimer and Black Panther. I just can't believe that he managed to one-up his score from Oppenheimer, which was also an old-timer, but he did it again. This movie's score is so good that I've been listening to it while I write the review. The score is truly the best part of the movie, especially in that unique scene I was referring to earlier. I can't stress this enough. An amazing scene, which is going to be iconically remembered. I also think the Irish jig scene and the music in the credits and a couple other scenes of the movie aren't getting enough love for how good that music was as well. The score all around is amazing and just so well done. Also, one thing I mentioned, when you watch the movie, you need to stick around to the mid-credit scene. It's the true ending of the movie, and what they say in it and the following songs will push the movie over the edge for me. In case it isn't obvious, this is a 10 out of 10 movie for me. I love this. It is a must-see, a modern classic. Check this one out. Remember to like and subscribe, comment your thoughts, and follow me on Letterboxd at #1Alex.